Can you go 320 miles on a full charge in your F-150 Lightning? Motor Trend says 300. My truck says 326. And really, it just depends on the time of year. But can you go that full distance on the extended range battery in your Ford Lightning? Well, we're going to talk about that today, right now. So guys, this is going to be a very exciting video. Just as I said in the introduction, we're going to test this out. We're going to make sure that my Ford Lightning on the extended range can go exactly what either Motor Trend says 300, the Ford site says 320, my dash says 326, but and this is summertime, so I'm going to just see how long that this can actually go. But what I'm going to do is this is a real life test. This is Monday morning, and I have to go up to Woodland Park every day this week from Colorado Springs, and it's about 25 miles each way, and I do have to run some other errands in between. So to me, I was like, wow, that's actually a real world experience for everybody. It's like they're going to work and they're wondering, I'm sure you're wondering, can you actually just drive it all week? Don't worry about, plugging it in or whatever, and just treating it like you would a normal F-150. So we're going to do this. This is going to be cool. And we're going to start our work week out today. So first day, and I'll show you the dash here in just a second. And we charged it up to 100%, and we're going to see how far we can go. I think it'll last the whole week, but sometimes the estimated range is just kind of goes all over the place. We call it a guessometer, so you don't really follow that. You follow how much percentage is on your battery. So the range actually gets killed when we go up to Woodland Park, because it actually goes up about 2,000 feet in elevation in approximately about 15 miles. So, but then we come back down, and it essentially charges the truck back up. So it does average out. Anyways, this is going to be exciting. I hope you're excited to see this. This is going to be basically a test of how far can we drive from 100%. And I don't know if I'm going to go down to 0%. I'm not that brave with my own truck. But maybe, we'll see. If I need it, I guess we'll use it. So let's do this, and I'm going to show you right now on the dash what we got. All right, let's get started. Return to sport mode, yes. We're going to reset trip number 2 here. Starting out, it's saying 326 miles on the guessometer range. So, yep, let's get on the road. Here we go into the second day. We are at 90%, so still doing good. And 2.8 miles per kilowatt hour so far, so doing good. Let's do this. All right, just finished the third day now. This is where we stand so far. We got 51% so far, so it looks like we're going to be making it. But it just depends on all the running around that I have to do. And we've gone 175 miles. So don't worry about this range-o-meter here. We call it a guessometer. But if you think about it, 51% has gotten us 175 miles so far. At this rate, we would actually be getting 350 miles on a charge. So we're just going to keep going here. Thanks for watching. All right, starting out at 35% here on the 5th day and 230 miles. I think I'm doing good. It says 66 degrees, but it's in the morning. and it's been getting up to about 90 here in Colorado. So see how much further it'll go. All right, guys, we are in Woodland Park. Like I was saying, we're gonna keep going back and forth and driving around here for a little bit. But I wanted to show you, just give you a little update. So this is Friday afternoon, and we'll be leaving here soon. We still got a little bit of driving around Woodland Park to do, but I wanted to show you where we are and what happens whenever you actually kind of get down on the battery a little bit. So we're at 20%. And as this number continues to actually go down, you will have less acceleration power. And I'm going to show you that as we go along here. But it's saying 38 miles in range. That's not going to be an issue because actually, even though it says 20% still left with 255 miles, the way that it actually works is this is after we went back uphill again. Like I said, it kills the range going uphill, but actually is not going to use much range when we go back down. So I project that it'll still be around 20% whenever we get back down to Colorado Springs. But I may have a little fun with this, actually. I may actually kind of go down and back up again if I'm not low enough on the battery. I'm going to see how many miles I can get out of this thing. This is actually quite a bit of fun. Just trying to show you that you can actually do a full entire work week, depending on, I guess, how many miles you are away from your job. So, all right, well, let's just keep doing this, and I'll keep you updated. All right, guys, I finished my work week, I guess, if you will. I'm done, and I'm back here in Colorado Springs, and I'll show you here where we are at. We are at 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour. Now, if you noticed earlier, you saw that at 2.4. Well, that's because we were up at Woodland Park. And again, this is still at 89 because that's at 19%. But we've driven 277 miles. But it got me thinking. I'm like, okay, 277 miles. Maybe I could see how much further I can go. And so I'm just going to go back on the road, go back up and down, maybe even a couple times, and see how many more miles I can add on this tank, if you will. And yeah, let's just see what we can do. I think that's going to be fun. All right, so let's do this. I'll take some video going up and down. It's really pretty drive too, so I hope y'all enjoy it. So this is another interesting thing, just letting you know here. It's 20. It says 28 miles of range, but again, that never matters. It's 14% that you focus on. What's the percentage of your battery? That's what matters. But anyways, as soon as it hits below 30, driving range will be it'll say low. But it's only saying 28 because I went back uphill, and so I'm going to go back downhill, and it'll actually bring it above 30 again. So this drive range warning will go away. And yeah, we'll see if we can make that happen. There it goes right there. See, it went out of low range mode because it hit 31 miles. Anyways, I just think that's interesting. So don't be concerned. It's just this number. It's the percentage on your battery that matters the most. It's not as much about the range here. I just got another errand I need to go run, actually around here in Colorado Springs. So We're just gonna keep racking up these miles. Let's see how far we can stretch this. So just enjoying more Blue Cruise. It is awesome. We are 11%. We just went over 300 miles. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Man, I love Blue Cruise. So yeah, 300 miles so far, still going on. Man, this is so cool. It looks like it's definitely gonna get to 320. So we'll see how this goes. I love hands-free. Man, this is really the best. I can even record videos while I'm driving in hands-free too. This is awesome. I am keeping my eyes on the road though. We're just driving down the road, just trying to see how far we can go. Actually, I may need to turn around soon. I'm about 15 miles away from my house right now, so we'll see. We're having fun. Look at that, 320 miles, and there's still 6% left to go. That is crazy. Well, we actually did it, guys. I didn't know. This is the longest I've actually gone on one charge. Actually, I never really tried this before. It's actually kind of exciting. So, if you ever wondered, will a Ford Lightning go the 320 miles? Now, this is the extended range. It's giving me a warning now. Driving range low. But we're still at 6%. But if you ever wondered, you know, will it actually go 320 miles? Yes, it will. So, yeah, I'm just excited. And we'll see. We still got a few more miles to go till we get to the house to charge it up. But I think this is pretty cool. So, thanks for watching and enjoying this. And let me know how long, how many miles you've actually gotten on a charge too. All right, guys, I am back at home. And we are done with our little test here, which actually started out as, if you're transitioning out of a gas vehicle, you're like, maybe you're just used to filling it up once a week and you go to work. And so we started out as that kind of test, but then I was like, wow, this is actually doing really, really well. We got over 320 miles, which is what I showed you there. And if you look here, we are now at 331 miles, still 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour. And we are now down to 3% of the battery when we got home here and 10 miles of range. This 66, I think it actually helped it a little bit, because today it was in the 70s and now just got back down to the 60s. And so 70s is a good range for batteries. And we're finishing our test here with 37,420 miles. But yeah, we ended up with 331 miles exactly. So I was like, you know what? Man, I may actually try this again, see how many miles I can get out of it. But I don't want a bunch of y'all running out of battery or whatever, trying to win and see how many miles you can get. Anyways, I just think this is really cool. It actually got well over 320 miles estimated that Ford has. Oh, if you notice here, I forgot to point out, it will start cutting down your power even more. So I only have 56% acceleration. If I decided to try to make it 10 more miles, it would be cutting down the acceleration even more and more and more. And also, if you look over here, some of you might be wondering where the energy went. So it says 3% went to climate use. Then we have 6% for accessories and 7% for exterior temperature, because it was actually hot. It got up to 90 degrees a couple of days here. And I basically have my AC on most of the time. So, well, I hope you enjoyed my little test here. Let me know in the comments if you've gotten a lot of like really good range on your Lightning, and I'll see you on the next video.